Welcome to Ave Maria Computer Center. Dear friends, today we will be learning how to use reference menu in Microsoft Word. Reference menu is used to show the table of contents of the document we have prepared. Suppose we have 10 pages of document. Each page may have various titles, headings, maybe heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, like that. So if we click the first page and try to add table of contents as I have done now, we will not be able to create it. So we have to leave the first page free, then type the matter in all other pages and then create titles for the pages. Suppose we want the first heading to be here. I type a heading here and I select that and then go to home and click this tiles heading 1. So that will be the main heading, like chapter heading. Then we need subheading. There are various subheadings. Even under subheading there will be still some more subheadings. Here I am entering a subheading, so I go and select and click on heading 2. Now I want one more subheading under the subheading which I have entered already. I select that and I go and click heading 3. Like this I can enter in all other pages. I can give the headings, subheadings, and still some more minor titles or headings under the subheadings which I have already given. Like this I can insert in all other pages, and once the titles or the headings are entered, I can create a table of contents in the first page. For this I go to the first page and then click in that page and go to references and go and click on table of contents and choose the format which I like from there. And once I click a format, automatically the table of contents will appear as follows. As we are given, the main heading comes first, then little inside you will see the second heading or subheading, and so on and so forth. And once we create this table of contents, we want to add one more headings or title in another page. I can go to that page and enter the title again there and select it and go to home and choose heading 1 or 2 as you wish. But you will not see that in the table of contents first. For that you have to go to references once again and go to update table. And here you will see update entire table. You click on that and press OK. When you do that, you will see that your new addition is already given in the table of contents. Now let us see something about mailings. Suppose I want to send same mail content to various people. I can do that. For that purpose, what I do, I type the matter and save it. And also I should have an Excel sheet containing all the addresses to whom I want to send these mails. So here I am saving this letter or document as a letter. And also I have already created in Excel sheet various addresses to which I am supposed to send this mail. And it should be ready and saved and kept in one of the folders. And once that is done, I go and open the letter format, then go to Start Mail Merge after opening the mailing, and at last you will see step-by-step mail merge wizard. I click on that, and then we will see 6 steps to be completed for this. The first step is letter. I have already created the letter. Then I click here, next step. It goes to the next step, and here I use the current document. The document is already open, so I use the current document. Then go click on next, and we will see here use an existing list. I have already created a list of addresses, so I can use that. Or suppose if I don't have, I can create new list by clicking here, type a new list. Then click on this create and enter the new address which I want. Here, since I have already created, I am using this use an existing list. Then you can see browse to be clicked. I click on that and go and find out my address list and open that. Here I have created and kept it, and I go and open this address list and I click OK, and all the addresses are there. If I want to edit the recipient list, I can do by clicking here, and I can enter new address in the existing list. And now I go to the next step, and I go and choose this address block. But before that, I go and place the cursor in the place where I want the address to be placed. Then I go and click this address block, and here various formats are there, Mr. or Mrs. or various formats are there. I select one of them, and then I come and place the cursor again just below the address, or just adjacent to the content, and go and click this greeting line. And here I can greet them as dear or to or whatever you want, and then click OK. And then we go to the next step. And when we click next step, we will automatically see the addresses already placed there, and the name is also given there. And I go to the next step, and if I want to see how it appears, I can either go and click print, then or print also will come, or go to edit, go to the edit individual letters, and when I click that, I can see this window popping up. Click OK, click all and click OK, and then I can see each letter with different addresses given there. So this is very useful if you want to send same content to various people. And next is creating envelopes. I want to enter the address on the envelope, then I choose this. Here I type the address, and already from address is already given, otherwise I have to add that. Then add to document. I click on add to document, click yes, automatically the address appears. I can drag and keep in the places. If I choose to place in some other way, I can also do that by dragging it. And in the print preview, I can see how it appears. I hope today's class was useful for you. If you have any doubts, please mention those in the comment box. We will be meeting again in another class with much more useful tips. Thanks for watching.